3, 2, 1, crescendo.
Welcome back to our first qualification match here at Boiler Bot Battle. Remember, the first 50 seconds you're watching now is completely autonomous and pre-programmed. Robots moving based on code. They're programmers from this last season. Here in the Boiler Bot Battle, this is an off-season event. Teams are competing with last year's robot using last year's game. During the first 15 seconds, a lot of those game pieces worth more than they were as we enter the teleoperated period. Human players pick up their controllers. The teams built over this last season. Team 868, the Tech Hounds, picking up a note from their side of the blue line station, trying to launch it into the speaker. The speaker is that top scoring area. Each note scored there is worth 5 points for their alliance. They're trying to score as many of those up during the game period. 2 minutes remaining. Scores currently 32-22. Teams agreeing to cooperation. That's that handshake icon you see on the screen. That means it's lowering the melody ranking point requirement from 18 to 15 will remain for the remainder of the match. A little bit of bumper-on-bumper action here in the center of the field. That's allowed as long as that contact time is kept to a minimum. 50-10, that's Tiger Dynasty from Fishers, Indiana. Picking up a note from the source. That's where those game pieces, those orange loops known as notes, will enter the field to play. Will continue to enter by their human players. 39-40, that's Cybertooth, working their way to shuttle notes across the field. That's a game mechanism that we saw teams pick up late into the season, picking up notes from one side of the field and tossing them to the other side, hoping that their teammates will pick them up and deliver them into the amp. The amp is that scoring zone on the audience side of the field, that lower goal. They do need to score up additional game pieces in there. The Blue Alliance now choosing to amplify. That's the 10-second period where those notes are worth more in the speaker, that high-scoring goal. Teams trying to do that as much as possible to lower that gap between the scores. Scores currently 51-47 in favor of the Blue Alliance. 45 seconds left for them to change that. Team 461, one of our teams showing up at the World Showcase last season, maneuvering underneath the stage. A lot of teams maneuvering and building those short-profile robots this year's season to fit under that area. Red Alliance now going for an application. That's 10-second period. Goes game. Notes worth more pieces during that time. Scores currently 52-58 in favor of the Red Alliance. With only 20 seconds remaining, we'll hear that guitar riff. We'll start to see human players tossing those ring notes on top of the stage for additional points and start to see robots climb and move their robot off the ground. They need to be completely contained by that chain section as the timer winds down. Teams can score additional points by placing a note in the trap. Team 9086 just about succeeding in that effort. And that's our end of qualification match 1 here at Boiler Bot Battle. Well, the score is 67, beating out Blue Alliance's 1 point. A new high score, of course, that's our only match for today. We'll get 24 more qualification matches. They're gaining 3 ranking points. That's 2 for winning and 1 for that ranking point bonus for reaching the threshold for those notes.